second board goes up for the final time today for the 125 boys. We're getting ready to go racing again. Who will it be that grabs that all-important whole shot? A couple of riders hoping for a better result than they got in race one. Valerio Latta of Italy, probably one of those guys, but here we go. Osterhagen, good jump up the inside, and he's got a nice clean line, and people give him the space as well in which to navigate that first turn. Hangs it nice and tight through the first corner, comes out in second place, but it is... Who was it that grabbed that all-important whole shot? Was it Eliel Lehtinen, the 595? I think it may have been. We'll soon find out as we head uphill for the first time. Osterhagen leads on the way out, though, at the first time of asking. Didn't need more than an invite than that. It was Luca Ruffini who held the advantage. And Ferruccio Zanchi right there in third, and already looking to make a move down the inside as well as he tries to get into second and keep Osterhagen in his sights. Tries to go the long way round. This time he makes it stick. So Zanchi, good move in through the waves. A little bit greasy on the downside there, as you can see, but everybody negotiating that perfectly well. Bobby Bruce was there in fourth position at the moment, or he's up in the third place now. Up in the third. So Bobby Bruce already into third place. Everybody jostling for position here, but our eyes are going to be glued on this one right here, because Bobby Bruce closest to us now in black. He'll be looking to make amends. The 5.79, he finished third. He thought he finished third. He got dock positions and eventually finished sixth place in race one. So Bobby Bruce sent the 33 right in there as well, Kai Karsmakers. So Karsmakers looking to go after Bruce. So too Nicolas Duhamel, Valerio Latta and Marc-Antoine Rossi, your rider who finished second in race one. He was down in ninth place at the first intermediate checkpoint. Right, alongside Ferruccio Zanchi, who's had a great debut on that Yamaha so far. Likewise, Osterhagen on the Fantic, who leads the race. But getting ready to hit the line for the first time, but it won't be the first official lap until they hit the line again next time around. So on the opening lap then, Håkan Osterhagen is your leader. Ferruccio Zanchi in blue is in second. The rider in black, Bobby Bruce, is third. Karsmakers in white. Number 33 is in fourth place. Then Luca Ruffini, the rider who grabbed the whole shot, is in fifth. Andrea Viano, who led race one briefly as well, he's in sixth place. Latta 7, Duhamel 8, Rossi, Smulders, Konen, Sasha Konen, who was the firework in race one, coming home in third. He is now in 11th place. Ivano van Erp, who fell on the opening lap in race one, carved his way through the field to pick up 17th in the end. He is looking for a better ride, and he's halfway through the field. Well, halfway further up the field than he was this time in race one as well. So expect him to pull off some positions as this race continues. So let's take a look at the start and how, or just after the start, but this was a pass Osterhagen put on Ruffini on the opening lap. Charge it up the inside. And he continues to lead. He was 1.3 seconds clear of Ferruccio Zanchi at the start of this opening lap. Zanchi a little bit short on landing there. Bobby Bruce all over the back of him as they head downhill. The battle for second is on. And the fans up on the hillside there, they'll be urging Bobby Bruce on. He believes he could have been on the podium here today. He will be there if he stays where he is, but he wants to advance to second if he can overall. Oh, and your race leader is down. Well, there's a game changer. Slick conditions. Osterhagen caught out. So Osterhagen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is he? Sixth place as he picks himself up. And Bobby Bruce under attack here from Kai Karsmakers. So the 33, and he tries to split the Yamaha, and the Gas rider does the 33, absolutely bunching up. These guys now fighting over the lead. Bobby Bruce loses the leg through that turn. Absolutely nothing in it between them, and Karsmarkers is looking like he's going to go from third to first in the blink of an eye, but Bobby Bruce will have something to say about that in black. And Ruffini right there as well. Well, this one has just suddenly sprung into life, hasn't it? So Ferruccio Zanchi is going to lead the first official full lap here. Looks over his shoulder to see where they are. And there's just about a second between it. Bobby Bruce is second, Karsmarkers is third. Luca Ruffini is in fourth place. Bit of a bobble up there as a bottleneck. And Karsmarkers trying to take the widest line possible to keep Ruffini at bay as these guys fight over third place. So Ruffini, the Italian on the KTM, giving chase to Karsmarkers on his Husqvarna SKS Racing and L machine. NL short for Netherlands, of course. Osterhagen, though, closing back in on them. He's in fifth place. He's had his one mistake. So Karsmarkers down the bottom of the hill. There's the number 12. Here's what happened to Osterhagen whilst he was leading. Just folded the front. Fresh water on the track. Very greasy. You can't see it. Picks himself up, though, in about sixth place. He's already got himself back to fifth. Luca Ruffini was the fastest rider on track that time around. As we go a little bit further down the order, I think that's Viano, number 8. Yes, it is. He's in sixth place. Got Valerio Latta, the number 3 behind him, the former junior world champion from the 85 category. Rides for MRT, Marchetti Racing Team. Right, Bobby Bruce, this is your first 2-3 riders. Fans loving the effort that Bobby Bruce is putting in. The Brit at the head of the field. He will be if he can find his way past the 73. The Yamaha Europe 125 rider, MJC, number 73. Ferruccio Zanchi under attack here from Bobby Bruce. Kai Karsmarkers keeping a watching brief there in third place. The number 33 rider on track. Zanchi would take the overall on 43 points if he stays where he is. Fans running from one side of the track to the other. Osterhagen would be second overall. Bruce would be third overall if it stands like this. Oh, and he cuts to the inside. Just not able to execute that move there, Bruce. Zanchi continues to lead. End of the straight into that switchback back onto the start straight. Got to be careful he doesn't move that door open, Bobby Bruce, there, because he goes wide to cut back. Somebody will steam in if they're close enough. Håkan Osterhagen is now the fastest rider on track, and there he is in fourth place. Dropping downhill. Your leaders at the bottom of the hill. The rider in white is in third, then Osterhagen in fourth as they work our way back towards us. He was only 3.3 seconds off the lead, and a mistake, a slip gear there for Bobby Bruce. It's cost him as well because Karsmarkers all over the back of him as they hit that tabletop in the fan zone. Bit of breathing space for Ferruccio Zanchi. Osterhagen biting at their heels as well. Ruffini losing the toe in fifth place. Valerio Latta is now into sixth. Marc-Antoine Rossi, your rider, in second place in race one, finishing seventh. Viano is eighth. Conan is 9. Duhamel 10. Smulders 11. And then we've got Sanchez, Andrea Rossi, Kato Nickel, Victor Puch. And then Karu, Johnston, Werner, Cazal, and Monavilesh. Inside line, it's nice and tight if you can hold it. That's exactly what Ferruccio Zanchi is doing. Bruce going for the outside. Oh! Osterhagen, good move. Karsmarkers thought he had more room to spare, but he takes third position back. But not for long. Osterhagen looking to go around the outside. Got on the podium a few times last year. Osterhagen, in fact, just the one time last year, 3rd overall in Lommel. Never won a race until today. But these two beating each other up, giving the advantage to the two guys ahead of them. And Bobby Bruce getting ready to line up a pass on the uphill climb if he can. The Yamaha of Zanke looked like it just hooked up a little bit better than the gas of Bobby Bruce. But 3 laps are in the books as they hit the line now. Close race. Wow, 1.6 seconds between the top 3. Håkan Osterhagen has got his way back into 3rd position. And Bobby Bruce took the lead there on the start straight. Great move that from Bobby Bruce as he takes over the lead from Ferruccio Zanke. You cannot take your eyes off of this one, folks. Only another 14.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Zanke not clean coming out of the turn. Osterhagen all of a sudden up in 2nd place. That is a very fast motorcycle, that Fantic that Osterhagen is riding. Håkan Osterhagen now going after Bobby Bruce. Bobby Bruce would be on 40 points if he stays where he is. But Osterhagen looking like he's got other ideas. And Bruce may not feature on the podium because Marc-Antoine Rossi, 4th overall at the moment, if he starts making ground on people and picking up positions, Bobby Bruce could find himself off the podium. He's there at the moment in 3rd. Again, this move coming in from Osterhagen. Wow, he means business. So too does Bruce. Good recovery this from Håkan Osterhagen. He made a mistake, went down to 6, picked himself up. He's picked off Ruffini, Karsmakers, Zanke, and now Bruce. Oh, we've got wave yellows over on the top of the hill there. Somebody's gone down on the... So is that any of our leading group of riders, yes or no? We'll have to keep an eye on that. See who drops down the leaderboard next time around. But Osterhagen leading the way. Four laps done. 12 minutes left to run, plus 2 laps. The gap between your race leader, Osterhagen, and Bruce there was 1.2 as they hit the line. Oh, it was Karsmakers that went down. Was he on his own? I think there was another rider involved in that. In fact, just looking down the order, Ferruccio Zanke has also gone missing, so maybe those two came together on the jump at the top of the hill. So Karsmakers then out, Zanke out, it would appear. So Ruffini promoted to 3rd on the 669, latter 4th, Rossi 5th. Ferruccio Zanke then it is. He's obviously being dealt with on the track, so that looks like it's on that little double jump. Obviously maybe the two riders came together or something happened there that took out both riders. We've still got waved yellows over on the far side, so Ferruccio, we've got a red flag. We've got a red flag situation here. So 11:20 to go. If it's gone over half distance, then we will get a result. So it sounds like, looks like that result will stand then. It's gone over half distance in what is a 25-minute result, but Ferruccio Zanke down there on the track being attended to. Not sure what happened. Okay, here's what's, they came together, did they? Oh, he just lost the front when he came down. Oh, and he obviously knocked himself pretty hard on the head immediately. So they knew that it was serious straight on, so red flags. Unfortunate for the number 73 of Ferruccio Zanchi.
I hope that fallen rider is okay. Obviously, you've got an incredible medical team here. Bobby saluting the crowd, and quite right, it was a great ride up to that point. Give us something to cheer about, that's for sure. At least he led some laps.
Anyway, Ferruccio Zanchi then being treated out on the track, having just fallen a moment ago. Not sure we want to see that again, but Håkan Osterhagen did get his way to the front. Bobby Bruce second. We'll see
to try and build the team around Bobby's future. And that's just great. So fair play
Podium in due course when things have been sorted out. But of course, our thoughts at the moment with Ferruccio Zanchi out on the track being attended to. Looked like he lost the front on landing, hit his head immediately when he landed. So
let's just see when Rog gets down there.
Obviously a red flag situation as a result of that, but it has gone half distance, and this EMX125 presented by FMF Racing, race 2, coming to a premature halt. But as it stands right now, Osterhagen will be confirmed as your overall winner with 2 race wins. Marc-Antoine Rossi with a 2nd and a 5th would be 2nd overall on 38, 1 ahead of Bobby Bruce, who did get on the podium in the end then with a 6th and a 2nd, and just missing the podium by a couple of points. Sasha Conan in 4th and Valerio Latta picking up 5th overall. But
and of course there's plenty of bins around.
So yeah, unfortunate end to the second race here, EMX125 race 2, then presented by FMF Racing. But there is Kai Karsmakers. Obviously Karsmakers 33 also went down in that incident. Couldn't avoid the machine of Ferruccio Zanchi. But we will talk to our overall winner shortly, which will be Håkan Osterhagen. And maybe Jody Hutton is down there, but we'll just give him a few more moments. But obviously confusion down there, because obviously when a race is stopped, people asking the same question. Is it, look, Kai Karsmakers is absolutely distraught, because obviously he was involved in that. And he would have seen firsthand the situation up there. So visibly shaken and upset, and rightly so. But it's Kato Nickel, the 131. He will be 7th overall with his scores today. So the WZ Racing Team rider who has been consistent today, picking up 25 points. So the riders then being told that the result will stand after the red flag was shown. And maybe we'll give an official confirmation as soon as we have it. But unofficially at the moment, Håkan Osterhagen, your winner from that shortened race 2. Bobby Bruce 2nd. 3rd, Luca Ruffini. 4th, Valerio Latta. 5th, Marc-Antoine Rossi. And 6th was Sasha Conan. Scott Schmolder 7, Raul Sanchez 8, Andrea Viano 9, and Nick Duhamel 10. Andrea Rossi 11, Kato Nickel 12, Victor Puch 13, Romeo Caru 14, then Bailey Johnston, Maximilian Werner, Xavier Cazal, Adria Monaviles, Ivano Van Erp, and Ollie Colmer. They're your top 20. Anyway, we have our overall winner, Håkan Osterhagen, 2 wins out of 2. 2 race wins today, his first ever in EMX 250, and of course he takes his first overall win as well. Here he is with Jody Hutton. Just getting him into position though, first of all. But a good day for the Norwegian, and a great day for Fantic Factory Maddie Racing as well, because picking up where they left off pretty much last year, when it was Andrea Bonacorsi winning in the 125 category, when he came home with 4 overall victories. And anyway, Håkan Osterhagen, a 2-time race winner and the overall winner for the first time.
Håkan Osterhagen, it wasn't the race win that you wanted potentially, but it is still the overall win for you. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, of course, I'm super happy to get the overall, but yeah, first of all, I hope the guy that crashed is okay, and yeah, I don't really know what happened, but all the yellow flags just start waving, and I was like a little bit confused. And then I saw red flag, and I know that the race was stopped. And then I got in, and I said, "You're lucky that you passed him in the last lap, because either way I got second position." But I'm super happy to that I pushed the lap and got past him. Yeah, I'm super happy for overall, but a weird one.
Of course. Well, congratulations, and we'll get the update soon.
Thank you so much.
Your overall winner here, EMX125, presented by FMF Racing. A double race win today for Håkon Osterhagen of Norway. The Fantic Factory Maddie rider powered his way to a comfortable win in race 1. He led the early stages of race 2 before making a small mistake that dropped him to 6th. You heard him there. He pushed, and he pushed at the right time as well to get himself into the lead, because a lap earlier he would have probably had to have settled for 2nd. But Håkon Osterhagen, then your winner. And as I said, not the way you normally would have wanted to win it, but you know, the win is the win at the end of the day as well. So anyway, a brief stop then for EMX125 race. He's got himself on another level. He was confident coming in this weekend, and rightly so, because the rider from Kent, so not far away from, well, about 40 minutes away from the Eurotunnel, that part of the world. 2 good solid rides. He couldn't ride here last year. He had a good time in time practice, but then he picked up a wrist injury and couldn't race. So to walk away from here with 3rd overall and a 2nd in race 2, I'm sure he will be happy all the same. But Håkon Osterhagen showing that he is definitely the rider to beat at the moment. He and the bike working very, very well. And I think that's a sign of things to come, because they're picking up from where they left off last year with Bonacorsi, of course, winning the championship for the same team. Great to see fans here, isn't it? Obviously, we've been watching the Euros at home, you know, the football tournament, some people anyway, and obviously fans allowed in at certain venues and things like that, but to have 4,000 fans here, and you can see everyone doing a good job of distancing and keeping themselves within their inverted commas bubbles. And it's great that the riders get to experience that as well, you know, the whole racing in front of the fans, the atmosphere, and doesn't get any better than that, does it? And obviously, this is a great venue for those fans to see all around the racetrack. Matterley Basin, 2,240 meters long, flowing wide. You can stand that side and see the whole track. If you can stand the other side, you can see it. If you stand in the top corner where that long right off camber is, you get to see everything. And it is a beautifully prepped circuit. See water going down. It's still sort of like 17, 18 degrees, even though we have cloud cover. And riders love it. Everybody loves coming here. But we will bring you the podium ceremony as soon as everything is sorted out down there. But as we said, unofficially at the moment, we have our top 20 race finishers. We have our top 20 overall in the championship as well. But we need to get the podium situation right. Steve Dixon and his team doing a fantastic job of getting this thing, this event organised. Probably about 2 weeks ago, this field here, the outside edges of the track, the perimeters of the track, growing nicely. Nice pastures and stuff, but obviously for the race fans here, they've turned this thing into a dream. You could go bowling on it if you wanted to. You could play tennis on it if you wanted to. But Johnny Douglas Hamilton and the team getting the track into position as well. His co-driver, one of them, Alfie Smith, a former racer as well, and Justin Barkley, I was told, was going to be in the vicinity today as well. So 3 machine drivers out on the racetrack today. Of course, Justin Barkley's track, Winterbourne Gunner, just half an hour or so from here. Knows the ground very well, knows the dirt very well, and he's been on the build team here as well for the last God knows how long. First time we came here was back in 2006, and we've been here every year since 2011 for a GP, or 2017, a Motocross of Nations, of course. So great team working. Everybody knows what to do, how to prep the track, how to water it, how to turn it over. And this year, no different, of course. Just waiting to get confirmation as to when we will be dealing with the podium ceremonies and that kind of thing. EMX125 race 2 will be live at 4:05 local time, so about 30 minutes from now. Of course, if we do disappear with our broadcast after the podium ceremony, then we will be back on air at 4 o'clock, 5 minutes before that broadcast of the race. Greying skies, though, doesn't look as bad as it does on that camera shot there. I'm looking out of our darkened window from where we have our studio show, and still looks very bright outside. So nothing to be concerned of right now, and we're hoping that the rain that we hear may be forecast through the night and into the early part of tomorrow may just miss us. It is changing on a regular basis. But the good news, I think, from that point of view is because it hasn't rained today, and we've had all this 125, 250 action out on track, the track hasn't got too beaten up. If it was a mudder today, then of course there would have been a lot of ruts on the jumps, in the corners, a nightmare for the track crew to prepare. But as it stands right now, you can see how good a condition the circuit is in. And so they just need to sort of fluff it up a little bit, you know, get rid of some of the ruts just in case it does rain, so that when MX2 go out on track tomorrow at 9:15 for their free practice, you know, we will be with a great racetrack. Anyway, official then. Overall classification, Osterhagen wins it with a first and a third, apparently. Okay, and then Ferruccio Zanchi will be classed as second overall, and then Bobby Bruce. So make sure we get this then. Overall classification then is now Håkon Osterhagen as sorry, the overall winner is Håkon Osterhagen, as Ferruccio Zanchi is being moved and taken back to the medical centre for further observation. But the second race then, Ferruccio Zanchi being classified with the race win. So obviously there's obviously some working outs to be sorted out, because at the time of the stoppage, when you go back a lap, apparently Ferruccio Zanchi was leading the race, Bobby Bruce was second, Håkon Osterhagen was third, then Kai Karsmakers fourth and Luca Ruffini fifth. And as a result of that, Håkon Osterhagen wins the overall with a first and a third. Ferruccio Zanchi takes second overall, but it's still pending penalties. So people will look at that and say, well, you know, if you're the reason for the stoppage. But anyway, we'll let the timekeepers decide that. But we are going to the podium. As it currently stands, Håkon Osterhagen, Ferruccio Zanchi and Bobby Bruce will be the top three, I'm told, at the moment. But I will stress, we are pending penalties still. So anyway, Monster Girls make their way to the podium as we prepare for the first podium ceremony of the season. Flags being raised. That will be the top three then. So as it currently stands, as I just mentioned a moment ago. So let's get ready with the podium then. The EMX125 round of Great Britain, presented by FMF Racing. The first round of the season for the 125 riders. No doubt about who the winner is, but third overall today. You can see the riders just waiting there in the background, ready to take their places here. Any moment now then, I'm told. Dignitaries there in the corner, just getting ready. Oh, they've had a great playlist here today as well, by the way, if you're into a little bit of this kind of rock. Anything to get everybody pumped up. So an unfortunate end then to race 2, EMX125, race 2, presented by FMF Racing. Just red flag stoppage, Ferruccio Zanchi going down. Kai Karsmacher's getting caught out in that as well, but just looked like upon landing, Zanchi, the Italian, just had a bit of a knock to the head there, and obviously he's now away being looked at in the medical centre as we speak. But Bobby Bruce over there on the right-hand side. Ace of scaffolding, gas rider. And number 12, Håkan Osterhagen. What a start to the season he's had. 10th overall in the championship last year, 1 podium, a 3rd overall, and he's obviously looking to build on that if he can. Bobby Bruce just did the 1 round last year. Got 9th overall that day, but to be able to stand on the podium at home, great way for him to kickstart his season as well, 2021. Off to a fine start. Looks like there might be 1 or 2 more changes down there as well. We'll see one of our officials there just giving the right information to our podium announcer guy. So they want to make sure that everything is okay. There's Thomas Traversini. So he will be collecting the 2nd place trophy then for Ferruccio Zanchi.
Okay, ladies
that's the case.
and gentlemen, the podium presentation for the EMX125 class here at the Grand Prix of Great Britain.
So let's do the podium then.
In 3rd place. For the
3rd overall at the EMX125 round of Great Britain, presented by FMF Racing. 2 solid rides. Bobby Bruce, 3rd overall. Rider for Acer United Scaffolding, and of course, get ready to step up onto the podium. Don't forget your mask, Bob. But he definitely fired life into the fans around the racetrack here with his riding display today. 2nd overall, Ferruccio Zanchi, but Thomas Traversini will be there to collect it on the Italians' behalf, because obviously not able to make it to the podium himself. But Thomas Traversini, the Italian coach for Team Italy, Motocross the Nations, but what a fantastic day here for Håkan Osterhagen. The Fantic factory team, Maddie rider, taking a win and a 3rd, as it stands right now, I'll say, to pick up his 1st race win and 1st overall victory in this 125 class. Marco Maddi, no stranger to standing up on the podium, of course, former European champion, and his teams since then have all stood on the top step of the podium as well. Defending champions, of course. But Bobby Bruce, 3rd overall this weekend. Nice piece of silverware. Those trophies are very nice. They were up over in the media centre earlier today when we walked in, and Thomas Traversini will take 2nd place trophy on behalf of Ferruccio Zanchi. Ferruccio Zanchi, of course, riding for Yamaha Europe, EMX125 MJC. But your overall winner, Håkan Osterhagen. Fantastic day for him. And Marco Maddi, team manager, pick up the winning team trophy for Fantic factory team Maddi. Good job, guys. And of course, as this is the 1st round, and Håkan Osterhagen has won the opening round, matches his race shirt, takes the red plate. And we will hear the Norwegian national anthem here in EMX125.